All right, now we can go to Morris Chestnut. So talk about working with him, man.
Man, that was really dope. It was twofold for me. It was like my first Top of Show guest star that I did, and I booked it right after I came to LA. I hadn't even officially moved here yet, but like
where were you before?
I was in Chicago at that time,
okay.
and so when I came out here to try things out, I booked that and like a soap opera role. But that was my first like big guest star role.
Wow.
And I got to play like I played this villain who was this party DJ in Miami, but he was running drugs through his it was like a yacht. He would pull up with his yacht and in these epic parties, but he was running heroin through his business.
Gotcha.
And so it was a show called Rosewood. I think it ran for 2 or 3 seasons. But Morris Chestnut plays like a forensic specialist who's working with the police, and he's more in the line of like psychology, is really like psychological forensics. So he's not officially a member, like all those kinds of procedural shows where you've got the officers and the person who's kind of a consultant but not officially.
Yeah.
So that was his character. So I got to spend a couple of nights shooting on like this big yacht with Morris Chestnut, and it was the first like super affirming moment I think in my acting career, because I remember I get up there and I'm standing on this yacht and I look out and there's about, I don't know, 200 extras just spread out on this dock in front of this yacht, and then I see there's this big crane coming up near my face with the camera, and then I see like 4 of the cameras going, and my job is to step up there and just hold court. And I remember it was this moment of like this kid from Chicago coming to LA trying to make his own way. And then I was, booked to here, flew out to Miami, and I'm shooting this. And I look out and I just see all of these people. And in that moment, I got calm. And then the very next scene, I'm having to be inches away from Morris Chestnut's face, like barking him down.
Yeah.
And it was in that moment where I was like, oh, no, I do belong here. I'm not chasing this. I'm in this. And so like that show was very affirming. And then getting to just sit again with another legend, somebody that I grew up watching. Yeah. Him and Angela both in some of the same projects.
Yeah.
But he also knows my cousin, and so
really?
Nice. So we were talking about that. Where he was like, "We got to take a picture and send it to her."
Yeah.
And so we had a little bit of that, like sort of already vetting sort of a thing, and that made it easy. And Morris made it easy. He's such a delight. And I remember I had just signed with his manager. We had the same manager at the time as well, and so it was very comfortable. And it really was the thing that told me that I belong.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you hit on something very key when you're talking about belonging and knowing that you belong. I love how you said it's like, no, I'm not chasing this. I'm here. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I think that's super dope for people out there who are chasing these creative endeavors, because it can be hard, and there can be a lot of disappointment and a lot of moments where you question what you're doing. So I think it's important to kind of keep that in mind. Like, yes, I do belong here. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I think so much of that comes from sense of self. There is, I think so often, especially in entertainment and in the arts, we feel like we need to be a thing. Mm-hmm. We feel like we have to morph and we have to change into you got to be flexible, yes. Mm-hmm. But I think there is the superpower that really comes is when you accept and know exactly who you are.
Yes.
And then when you walk into the room, you walk in it differently. Because you're not coming in trying to give them what you think they want.
Right.
You walk into the room and you say, this is who I am.
This is me.
Is it for you or not? Because I'm cool either way. But I can only be honest. I can give you me.
Yes.
And I think the younger we are when we start off in entertainment, whether it be music, whether it be acting, we want to be liked. We want to be accepted.
Yes.
We want to be picked.
Yes.
And the more we try to do that, the further away from it we get, because that's such a moving target. Because at any given day, any given time, what they want changes.
The trends, that changes all the time.
Yeah, that algorithm starts pushing something else, and honestly, the people in power normally don't know what they want. I mean, more often than not, they're as clueless as everybody else, but they know it when they see it. And so I think as the goals we have, right, they're all in motion. It's like the little bingo tin. You're just rolling it. Those balls are bouncing. And I think the more you chase it, the more out of alignment you get. And it's like this concrete element that you need in you, where you just settle into who you are. And it takes time to get there.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get there. But now it is this thing where I settle into exactly who I am. And this is what you're going to get. And if you want it, great. If you don't, I got better things to do, man. I'm going to keep it moving because I'm going to do me.
Yes.
And I realized as soon as I started to settle into that, all of a sudden my fortunes changed, right? Because now when I walk in there, they're like, I don't know, there's just something about them. And it's like, it's because I'm not trying to be something. I'm not trying to impress you, because that's not my job. My job is not to impress you. My job is to deliver. Yeah. And I'm going to walk in and I'm going to do that the way that I do that. And maybe it works for you. But if not, you're going to see honesty and you're going to remember me down the road. Like, he wasn't right for this, but yo, I really love him. We got to bring him in for something else. And that's how most of that industry works, is that once you really show them who you are, then they're like, oh, that's the one. Okay, now I know exactly where we need to bring him in.